Okay, let's be real for a second. Picture this. You pour months, maybe even years of your life into creating something you're just so proud of. You've polished every last detail, and then you launch it to crickets, absolute silence. It is the creator's worst nightmare, and today we're going to make sure that nightmare never ever happens to you. This isn't just some clever line, it's the stone cold reality for way too many creators. But listen, it does not have to be your story. The problem usually isn't a lack of brilliant ideas. Oh no, it's a lack of a brilliant process. And we're not just talking about a financial hit here. It's a creative gut punch, a real emotional blow. But what if I told you there's a way to completely sidestep all that heartbreak? A way to know with almost total certainty that your product is going to be a hit before you even start building it? See, the fundamental problem isn't the quality of your idea. It's something else entirely, a total absence of validation. Think of it like this. Your product is a treasure chest, right? But validation, that's the key. And it doesn't matter how incredible the treasure inside is if you don't have the key to open the chest. The market has that key, and our job is to go find it. Okay, but first, we've got to talk about the biggest obstacle in our way. And honestly, it's us. It's our own ego. We all do it, right? We fall head over heels in love with our own ideas. We get our friends and family to tell us how amazing we are. But to actually succeed, we have to be willing to step outside that cozy little echo chamber and listen to the only voice that actually matters, the market. This right here, this is probably the single most important mindset shift you can possibly make. It's not about building something and then desperately trying to convince people to buy it. No. It's about selling the idea first so you know exactly what people want you to build. This is an absolute game changer. Look, your friends and your family, they love you. But they are not your customers. Their kind words, all those I love it comments, they don't pay the bills. The only validation that counts comes from the market. And how does the market speak? Well, it speaks with time, with attention, and ultimately with its wallet. So how do we find this market desire? Well, you become a detective. Seriously, you put on your trench coat, you grab your magnifying glass, and you start looking for clues. And what's the crime you're investigating? A problem. A problem so annoying, so painful, that people are already out there desperate for a solution. And here's your method, your detective's toolkit. Let's walk through it. Say you want to create a course on productivity. Step 1, you find the top-selling books or courses on the topic. Step 2, you ignore the 5-star reviews and the 1-star reviews. You go straight for the gold mine, the 2- and 3-star reviews. Step 3, you read them and find a comment that says something like, "This was great in theory, but I really wish there were more practical, hands-on templates." Boom, that's it. That's your pain point. So step 4, you turn that pain point into your promise. You see what's happening here? Those complaints, every single, "I wish it had," or "it was good, but," that's your future product's list of strengths. You're not just guessing anymore. You're mining for gold. And the best part? The market is literally handing you the treasure map, telling you exactly where to dig. All right, now for the moment of truth. You've found the pain, you've crafted your promise. It's time to put that idea to the ultimate test. It's time for what we call the wallet test. Now, this might sound a little sneaky, but trust me, it's not about tricking anyone. It's about saving yourself from months, maybe even years of wasted work. It's about getting a clear yes or no from the market before you invest any more of your precious time and energy into building the whole thing. This is where the rubber meets the road. You put up a simple landing page that sells your idea. And on that page, there's a clear, direct call to action. Buy now. Not learn more, not join our newsletter, a buy now button. Why? Because it's the ultimate test of commitment. It separates the people who are just kind of interested from the ones who are truly invested. And this part is crucial. It's all about being transparent. When they click that button, you're not actually taking their money. They land on a page that says something like, "Hey, thanks so much for your interest. The product isn't quite ready yet, but you can join the priority waitlist to be the first to know when it is." You see, you're not taking their money, you're taking their vote. Every single click is a loud and clear yes. So what does success look like? Well, a really good benchmark is 10%. If you can get 100 people out of every 1,000 visitors to click that buy now button, you've done it. You've hit gold. You have found a winner. Now you can finally start building, but this time with a ton of confidence, knowing you have a hungry market just waiting for you. But wait, the numbers, the data, that's just the beginning. Now it's time to have a real conversation. You now have a wait list of people who aren't just curious, they're invested in your idea. These are your first true fans. And you know what? They're about to become your co-creators. So you reach out to them, and you ask some really simple, powerful questions. Things like, what's your single biggest challenge when it comes to your topic? Or, what have you already tried to solve this problem? And my personal favorite, if you could wave a magic wand, what would a perfect solution look like for you? These aren't just questions, they are keys. And here's the magic. You're not just getting feedback, you're getting the exact words, the phrases, the stories that will make your marketing absolutely irresistible later on. Your customers are literally writing your future sales page for you. All you have to do is listen. Okay, so now, and only now, do you actually start to build. But even this phase is another chance to remove the risk. You are not going to disappear into a cave for 6 months and emerge with some supposedly perfect product. Nope, you're going to build it with your first customers. So instead of launching a fully polished, finished product, you offer a beta or a pilot program. It is a total win-win. Your first customers get a nice discount and the chance to shape the product to fit their exact needs. And you get to build with a safety net of real-time feedback, making sure you're on the right track every step of the way. Think about the benefits here. You get instant feedback to make your content better. You understand exactly where people get stuck or confused. And this is huge. You collect powerful, authentic testimonials for the official launch. So by the time you're ready to go big, you'll have a product that isn't just good, it's market proven. You'll have glowing testimonials. You'll have a tribe of raving fans. You've basically engineered a blockbuster success. You've completely flipped the script. You're no longer a gambler, just hoping for a lucky roll of the dice. You are now a strategist, executing a proven plan. You've taken all the guesswork out of the equation. You've built your success on a foundation of concrete proof. So, that brings us to the final question for you. Is your next step to create, or is it to measure? The choice is yours. And honestly, it's a choice that will completely define your journey as a creator. So choose wisely.